Okay, so we'll get started today with a breathing exercise. I've been feeling a little frazzled lately, so we're going to take a moment to recenter ourselves. And the name of this breathing exercise translates to channel cleansing, so cleaning all of your energy channels to make way for the breath to flow smoother, everything to slow down a little bit. And the name of it, so it translates into English as channel cleansing, but the traditional name is Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. And so Nadi Shodhana is the type of breathing, and then pranayama just means the breath. So the way that this works is you're gonna need your thumb and your middle finger, but I'm not gonna stick it up yet so you don't think I'm flipping you off. And you're gonna have them around your nose. And it's called alternate nostril breathing. So first you'll use your thumb and plug your right nostril. Take an inhale. Then use your middle finger, plug your left nostril. Exhale out the right nostril. Inhale in the right, plug the right, exhale out the left. So you'll continue that same thing. So the nostril that you exhale from, you then inhale from. Then you plug it, exhale from the other nostril, and inhale. And just keep doing that for a little bit. It's okay if you get lost. But the really nice thing about this process is that it forces us to slow down and really focus on the breath coming into the body and leaving the body. As a meditative practice, it's known for revitalizing our energy pathways, increasing our ability to focus, calming the nerves, and giving us the ability to sleep sounder and regulate our own body temperatures better. Given that's if you do it for 30 to 45 minutes a day, we're just gonna do it for a minute or two. Take 5 more rounds on your own. And then when you're ready, bring your hands onto your lap, palms down if you're looking for some grounding, palms up if you're looking for some energy communication with the universe. And allow the eyes to softly close, or take a gaze at the floor in front of you. And perhaps set an intention for your practice today. With your energy pathways more open and clear, something you're looking for or looking to give. We'll solidify this intention with 3 ohms. I'll cue the inhales. On the exhale, we'll all make the sound om. Ready? Inhale. Inhale. Last time, inhale. Let the eyes flutter open. Take an inhale, squeeze shoulders up to ears. Exhale, roll down your backs. 3 more towards the back. And then rolling the shoulders forward. put the left hand down beside you. Right arm up overhead like it's hugging that ear. Take a nice side body stretch. You can bring your body closer towards the mat if you'd like, or keep it up nice and tall, whatever feels good. Next, inhale, come up through center. Exhale, right hand down, left arm overhead. Let's circle through these for 4 rounds of breath. So each inhale brings you up to the center. Exhale brings you over to the side. I want you to go to each side 2 times at your own pace. Inhale, center. Exhale, stretch it out. Really allowing yourself to come all the way down to the bottom of those exhales. We're going to start with a couple of twists when you're ready. So you can either stay in your comfortable seat or you can cross your left ankle above your right knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand behind left hip. Right hand can come to the left knee to create some pressure. Or you can even grab the right foot. Hold here for a couple breaths. Inhale to center. Exhale, take a baby counter twist, just ever so slightly wringing out the spine. When you're ready, coming back to center, unwinding, you're gonna cross the right ankle this time above the left knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist. Right hand behind right hip. Left elbow to right knee, or the hand can even come to the foot. Remembering that those inhales grow you taller, exhales twist a little deeper. Inhale to center. Exhale, baby counter twist. And then gently unwinding both feet out in front of you. We're going to come to figure 4 to stretch out the hips. So you're going to take your left ankle and cross it above that right knee again. And there are 2 ways to do this. You put your hands behind you, like underneath your shoulders. You can either step your right foot in to your bottom, or you can scooch your bottom close to your right heel. Then you walk your hands in. So you should feel the stretch right along the hip. If it's easier, instead, you can grasp the left knee and left ankle and lift the leg up. Hold here for 3 more breaths. At the bottom of your 3rd breath, uncross your left leg and then bring the right leg over top. Same thing, other side. Unwinding when you're finished, making your way up onto your knees. We're going to take a chest opener here. 2 options. You can either grasp your hands behind your back, pull the scapulas together, look up, option 1. Option 2, bring your hands to the back of your rib cage, kind of like you're hugging your own back. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, arc the back as though you're starting to go to camel. If you've already done some stretching today and want to grab those heels or blocks beside you, please feel free, but only if you're already feeling pretty open in the spine. 2 more breaths wherever you're at. Placing the hands down on the mat in front of you, bringing your knees a little wider than your normal child's pose. Touch those toes together, sit hips back to heels for child's. If you're seated, you'll lay yourself along the lap, reaching your fingertips out in front of you. When you're ready, crawling up into your table, we're going to take 5 rounds of cat-cow here. Inhales, lower the belly, open the chest, look up. Exhales, arc the back. See if you can peek at your belly button. When you're finished with your 5 rounds of normal cat-cow, step that right leg out. Take 3 rounds with the right leg out. So you're rotating through that pelvis, opening up the hip flexor and the back of the thigh, and then take 3 on the left side. If you're seated, it's the same thing. You're just stepping your hand out, hands on your hips even. Take that cat-cow. Switching sides at your own pace. Settling into your table, swaying your hips side to side. Taking thread the needle here. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, thread under the left armpit. Left hand can come out in front or it can wrap around towards the right thigh. If you're seated, thread the needle is pretty much the same thing. Hands on your thighs, right arm up, and then sneak it underneath. We're gonna come out of thread the needle a little differently today. So instead of pulling that right arm up towards the sky, place that right hand underneath the left shoulder. Inhale, left arm up, open for a little bit of a deeper twist. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Settling back into your normal table, thread the needle on the left hand side now. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, thread the needle. Same kind of awkward transition here. Left hand under right shoulder. Open the right side of the body. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit back on your heels. Take both arms out in front of you. Reach them up and behind you. And then bring them to shoulder height, come to cactus. So our inhales are going to bring our hands together, kind of like you're clapping. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades back, open up the chest. 5 more. Added challenge, try to engage that Mula Bandha, the lower core. Keeping that breath taut. as we stretch ourselves out. When you're ready, bringing hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, lift the hips, walk it out, downward dog, 5 breaths. Really feeling your way into the posture for the first time during class today. I was doing some data coding earlier, and my yoga mat like flung itself off the wall and halfway unrolled itself, and it was about noon at that point. And I think it was my yoga mat's way of telling me that I really needed to stretch in the middle of my day to finish being productive. We're gonna make our way down to the bellies here. Option 1, take a flow. Work your way from plank through chaturanga to up dog, then lay down on the belly. Option 2, lower the knees to the floor and then extend yourself down. If you're seated, hands come right underneath your shoulders. If you're laying down, same thing. We're gonna come to cobra pose. So knit those elbows in. Take an inhale, lift the chest just a little bit. Exhale down. 4 more rounds of inhale up, exhale down for cobra. Seeing how high your back feels today. How much extension or how little. Really depends on the time of day for me. On your last one, holding at the top, looking out. We'll hold for 2 rounds of breath, noticing the feeling in the back, making sure you're not clenching your bottom. And lowering down, bringing those elbows underneath the shoulders this time, hands out in front of you, coming to Sphinx. So your feet are still as wide as your mat, but you're gonna pull the chest forward while you engage the core. Sphinx looks like such a simple pose, but you really should have your entire abdomen engaged. Couple of breaths here. Walking back through table, tucking the toes, downward dog, just 3 breaths this time. Inhale up to your toes. Exhale, step, hop, float, or walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands by your side, Samasthiti. Raise those toes up, widen them out, keeping lots of space, pretending you're a duck, and then intentionally place them back down. Big toe to pinky toe, or the other way, do it backwards. We're gonna do 3 rounds of our normal flow here. Your choice if you would like to lower knees, chest, chin to our cobra, or chaturanga to up dog. I'll start by doing knees, chest, chin for the first 2, and for the last one, I'll do chaturanga to up dog. We're just gonna keep going through them. Ready? Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, pull through on the belly to the cobra. Exhale, flip onto the balls of the feet, lift the hips, downward dog. 5 breaths here. Remembering that child's pose or a comfortable seat is always there for you. If you need a moment in stillness to breathe. Inhale up to the toes. Exhale, step, hop, float, or walk feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands down by your side, Samasthiti. Inhale, arms up, round two. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, flip onto the toes, raise the hips, downward dog. Let's do 4 breaths this time. Inhale, lift up onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, step, hop, walk, float, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down by your side. Last time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Deep inhale here. Exhale, lowering through chaturanga, keeping those knees or elbows in. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. I should not have put my face by the couch. It's very hard to chaturanga to up dog when there's a couch in your way. 3 breaths. Inhale to the toes. Exhale, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands by the sides. We're gonna do some side body stretching while standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, catch right wrist with left hand. Step right foot behind left, arc up and over. Hold for 2 breaths. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, other side. Inhale up. Take a moment and stretch out those shoulders a little bit after all of those cobras and up dogs and down dogs. So you're gonna take your right hand up to the sky, pat yourself on the back. Left hand, grab that elbow, pull it back ever so gently. Holds for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands up, pat yourself on the back with the left hand, same thing, 5 seconds. Both arms up, give them a little shake out. Pretend you're one of those noodly blow up things that cars salespeople have. Then step your feet out wide, point out 45 degrees. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, wide-legged folds. We've got 3 breaths here, whatever feels good, either walking forward or walking those hands back, or maybe just holding here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come to goddess posture. We're gonna take some side twists here. You can either, with each inhale, twist to the side. Exhale, come back to center. Or inhale, crunch down towards the knee. Exhale, come back up. Whichever you'd like, go to each side 3 times. No matter which way you're at, make sure you're engaging that core. You can also alternate. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, turn that right toe, right foot in, left foot perpendicular to the front of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over that left leg. Maybe you're up on fingertips or blocks. Maybe you're grasping your ankle. Holding in that nice back of the leg stretch. Next, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bend that left knee over the left foot, warrior one. Hold here. Make sure on your next exhale, you lower those shoulders away from the ears. One more round of breath. Inhale, arms open. Exhale, settle into your warrior two. Few breaths here. Warriors are funny. They're like a home base for me, but they never necessarily get easy. Like at some point, my thigh's going to start shaking. Inhale, stand up tall, release that leg. Exhale, fold over the left leg one more time. Nice deep stretch before we engage it a little bit more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the left knee again. Bringing the left elbow just above the left knee, extended side angle. So you're really opening that chest to the side, hugging the right arm to the right ear, and not dumping into that elbow. If you're sinking in, want there to be nice long space. You should be able to remove the arm. It's hard, but you're not collapsing. If you'd like to bring it down a little deeper, you can even bring that left hand down to the floor. Hold for 5 more seconds. Rotate onto the ball of the back foot, bring the hands to the ground, lowering that right knee to the floor. Inhale, chest forward, low lunge. Exhale, fold over the left leg. Let's do 4 more rounds. Inhale, forward. You can either open the chest, keeping the hands on the floor, or arms up. Exhale, fold. 3 more on your own breath. When you're finished, coming back through that lunge and standing both legs up tall. We're gonna walk ourselves over to our wide-legged lunge again and take a moment here in a wide-legged dog to just breathe. Next, inhale, walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Exhale, hands to the hips, standing up. We're gonna face the other way now. So you're gonna bring those left toes in, right toes perpendicular to the back of your mat. Inhale up, exhale, fold over the leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend right knee over right ankle, warrior one. Hold here. Inhale, arms open, chest opens. Exhale, settling into the warrior two, glancing out over the right knee. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, fold over the right leg. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend the right knee, bring right elbow to right above the right knee. Left arm hugs left ear, extended side angle. You can always come up if you need a break or treat it like a moving stretch. So you can come up to a T and then bend over. One more round of breath. Inhale up. Exhale, come onto the ball of the left toes. Bring the left knee down. 5 rounds of inhale, forward. Exhale, fold. Next, last inhale, coming back into your lunge. Exhale, walk yourself around for that wide-legged forward fold. Heel toe your feet together, so the feet are underneath the hips. Grab opposite elbows, give a slight bend in the knees, ragdoll over. Make sure to stretch out our bodies after engaging the muscles. Releasing hands down to the floor and ever so slowly crawling your way back up to standing. Option to take a flow here or come straight to downward dog, whatever feels good for you. So if you'd like to lower yourself back and take your flow, otherwise just meet me in down dog. Once in down dog, we're gonna take a hip opener here. So you can either just lift the right leg up to the sky or bend the knee, open the hip. If you'd like to, you can allow yourself to tip over into wild thing, making sure that that right arm is extended back. You're glancing towards those right fingertips. Hold here for just a couple of breaths. If you're seated, you can take your leg out and back behind you, perhaps giving the leg a bend if you can balance. Sorry, I'm not sitting anything, so I'm gonna fall. If you're in wild thing, tipping back into three-legged dog. And then everyone bringing their right foot back to the left, bending both knees a couple of times. Next inhale, left leg up to the sky. Exhale, hold, bend the knee, open the hip, or flip into your wild thing. Same thing as before. If you're seated, left leg comes around and starts to curl back. Maybe you grab the foot up. If you're in wild thing, tipping back into your three-legged dog. And then everyone bringing your left foot back to your right. Inhale up onto the toes. Exhale, lowering to the knees. Trying to keep the hips over the knees. Walk the arms forward for puppy. Two more rounds of breath here. Coming up when you're ready. Two options here, depending on how loosey-goosey your hips are feeling today. You can either take lizard or pigeon. I'll show you both of them. If you would like to take lizard, you may or may not want 2 blocks or books or something to support your hands on. So you'll come to your downward dog if you'd like. I just find this is the easiest way to get into the posture. And then you step left foot to left pinky. So it's kind of like a wide train tracks lunge. You can hold up on your hands here, or if you need a little bit more distance, you can come up on some blocks or a blanket or a book, whatever you've got. If you'd like to stretch a little bit more, you come down to your forearms. Back knee can also come down if that helps you in this pose. That's totally personal preference. And then you'll hold on the left side for at least 5 breaths. If you'd like to come to pigeon, instead of keeping that foot up, you would heel toe your left foot over to your right hand, and then allow the knee to track down towards the floor. Traditionally, this pose was taught so that your left shin would be parallel to the top of your mat. That does not have to happen. It's important that the knee stay in line with the hip, but the heel can come back towards the groin and you can settle in. If you've got some distance in between your hip and the ground, you can wedge a blanket or a block in there. Maybe you stay up, maybe you come down. And if you're seated, you can lift that leg up, or you can still, on a ball or a chair, come to a wide-legged lunge. So you would just heel toe your foot out to the side and allow your torso to drape down with your other leg out. And remember to keep breathing. Whenever you're ready and take your time, we'll switch sides. So no matter where you're at, coming up onto your hands and then tucking the right toes so that you can step left foot back to right when you're ready. If you're doing lizard, right foot to right pinky. If you're doing pigeon, walk those right toes over towards the left hand, slowly lowering yourself down ever so carefully, remembering to protect both your knees. And breathe. Peeling yourself up whenever you're feeling it. And as your body feels comfortable, making your way into a yogi squat or malasana. So you can have your hips down nice and low if your hips get there naturally. Or you can be up nice and high, wherever your body feels good. Just making sure you're trying to keep the knees over the ankles, wherever it's comfortable, in order to give yourself a little bit of a shift in the hips. We've spent time on each hip individually, and by bringing ourselves into this nice wide-legged squat, we're bringing the openness together. My favorite thing about hip work is you work on one side at a time, right? We each have to work on ourselves as individuals first. But once everybody's worked on themselves, like the yogi squat, you bring both sides together. You got to do the internal and external work. Hold for 4 more breaths. If you need to stand up nice and tall, that's okay too. The importance is the breathing. When you're ready, either standing up tall and then making your way down to a seat, or if your bottom can reach, bringing those toes to face forward and sitting down. Both legs out in front of you. Pull the fleshy part of your bottoms out from underneath so you can grind into those sits bones. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, arc forward. Reaching out towards those toes, but really trying to get that distance before you come down. Doesn't matter where your hands actually land, it's about that reach. Bringing that right leg in or back behind you. Time. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Coming up tall, switching sides. Sitting up, bringing the soles of the feet together for butterfly or Baddha Konasana. If you're seated, your feet can just be wide for this one. It's about bringing your body in between your hip flexors. Grasping the ankles, the toes, or the knees. Inhale, up tall. Exhale, fold forward. If you live with anyone, one of my favorite stretches is to have someone come up behind me who's okay with the fact that you're inevitably sweaty. Place their palms on your shoulder blades. You take an inhale, come up a little. Exhale, they just ever so gently press down. We don't want them to like yank you down, but just a gentle press that allows you to fold more deeply into your hip flexors. Coming up tall, bringing the left leg out long, crossing right leg over left. Inhale up, arms up. Exhale, left hand to right knee twist. Noticing how the twist feels different now versus at the beginning of the practice. A twist naturally constricts the breath because we are twisting our insides. But I generally find that after my practice, I feel a little less constricted. Inhale, coming to center. Exhale, legs out long, give them a little shake. Crossing left knee over right this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right elbow to left knee. Twist yourself back. Gently releasing from the twist when you're ready. Option to take a back bend here. If you would not like to take, I don't mean like a back bend, wheel, not wheel, that's not what I'm talking about. We're going to take a slight back bend chest opener. If you do not want to partake in that, please take any last stretches or inversions that feel good in your body. Option one is the same thing as the beginning of practice. Grasp the arms behind you. Inhale, look up. Exhale, arc the back. Making sure not to just drop the neck backwards. Option two, grabbing two objects you can grasp onto and placing them either on the inside or the outside of your ankles, whatever feels good for the breadth of your shoulders. And allow the hands to come down to those and then look back. Final option would be full camel, reaching back towards the heels or the ankles and holding here. Wherever you're at, let's see if we can get 3 breaths. Walking the hands up to the hips, engaging the core. Stand up, look up. Sit hips back to heels, big toes touch. Release the chest down into child's. At this point, I like to bend the elbows for a little bit of a shoulder stretch and take prayer hands at the nape of my neck. We'll take 5 breaths here in child. Coming onto your backs for happy baby. If you're seated, instead of laying on your back, you'll take your legs out wide and take some body circles. 3 in each direction, should 2, just trying to neutralize the spine. If you're laying down on your mat, bring those knees in towards the armpits. Rock from side to side. When you're ready, releasing the body into your meditative posture. If you would like to meditate in hip opener for Shavasana today, we'll take reclining Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet touch, knees drape open. You can put something like a block underneath the ankles if you'd like. This pulls the knees down a little further, or you can support each knee with a block to give the knees a little bit more support. You can also take any other position that feels good to you. We'll start with a couple minutes of guided meditation, which you are welcome to take or ignore, and then finish with a couple minutes of silent Shavasana. Allow your next inhale to pull your shoulders up to your ears, elbows and arms waving up. Exhale, dropping the shoulders down, hands trickle down by the sides, like a snow angel on the floor. Bring your intention from the beginning of your practice back to the forefront of your mind and fill in your heart. And allow a wave of calm to wash over you. Starting at the feet, coming in through the toes, up the ankles, into the shins and the calves, trickling through the knees and into the thighs, allowing them to settle into the hips. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, sink the hips, legs, and feet deeper into your mat and the floor. Allowing the consciousness to weightlessly float away from the relaxed parts of the body. The wave of calm now washes in through the stomach, the ribs, the chest, fills the heart, pulls the shoulders down and washes through the arms, filling the palms and fingertips. Take an inhale and exhale, relax the torso completely. As the wave of calm continues to wash over you, allow it to lengthen the neck, loosen the jaw, and dip the chin towards the chest. Noticing the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth. The eyelids grow heavy. The breath slow and sweet. Noticing that this wave of calm has relaxed the body. Perhaps it relaxes the mind and soul as well. Continuing to breathe here, allowing the calm to wash over you like waves splashing on the beach. Just breathe. allowing the conscious mind to come back into the breath. Inhales through the nose, exhales out the mouth. Wiggling the fingers and toes, awakening the body. Before rolling to your right side for a few more breaths. Pressing yourself up into a comfortable seat when you're ready. Eyes closed or softly gazing at the floor in front of you. Hands can be on the lap or pressed together at heart center. We'll finish our practice with one round of Om together today. Everybody inhale. By the mercy of my teachers, the light within me honors the light within all of you. Namaste. Thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you next week.